Oh, hi everyone, and welcome to today's stream of the midweek modules. Today we play A Bad Night for Betting by the Kobold Press with our wonderful, wonderful players whom always live to fight another day, every single week, every time. Before we go around and introduce everyone, let's go through our social announcements. First of all, there are our Discord, Twitter, and YouTube. Go and check them out. Follow us, subscribe, and all the rest of it. Discord, come and be part of an amazing community where we are inclusive and safe. On Twitter, send me a DM and I'll get you a game. I have literally just finished working through all of you. Every single person who's DM'd me in the last couple of weeks, you are now all up to speed. So if I haven't DM'd you, that means you're sitting somewhere in my notification list and I haven't seen you. So DM me again and I'll get back to you. Because as far as I'm aware, I'm up to speed. So if you're watching this and thinking, well, I haven't received a reply, I kind of have overlooked you, but not intentionally. You know, intentions count. And next we have YouTube. You can catch up with all of our other actual plays versus preparation streams on the YouTube. I upload both the prep and the actual play, so you can see how they compare. Because quite often, as soon as you give these prepared modules to players, they survive about 5 minutes, and you end up with marriages and all sorts of things. We are full time, guys. Thank you so much for making that possible. We are approaching our goal. Oh, it's me that's modeling it today. We're approaching our goal here this month. We've got 3 days to go and around, I can't math that quick, some monies to get, about 30% or something like that. So we'll see how it goes. You can also support us on Patreon. There we have our free articles. We also have exclusive content such as audio files. That's the one. Ringtones and such. I've literally just made one today, which will be released. Screen shows. So you can check that out as well, and you can become an exclusive content access, also known as a Patreon, for as little as $1 a month. I also have merch if you want to get the lovely Scraticus logo on your t-shirts, your jumpers, your tights, your mini skirts, your hangings, your tapestries, and all the other things that they do. You can do it on Redbubble, and yes, tapestries are a thing they sell on there. You can get yourself a logo tapestry if you so desire. It looks a bit small in the middle of it, which is a shame. You'd want to blow it up a bit, but it's possible. What else have we got? We've got sponsors. Please check out Bird and the Storm Publishing. They are currently doing t-shirts and mugs, and all of their proceeds go to charity. They'll be bringing us some new content in the new year, so watch out for that. We are also sponsored by Mage Hand Press. Mage Hand Press are releasing the alpha of their 5e space expansion called Dark Matter. Tune in tomorrow at 1 PM EST, where we will be playing through that very campaign in the Dark Matter system. That sounds like your cup of tea. Go and check it out. I think if you are a certain level of backer, you also get access to their beta and all the other things that are included there. So do go check that out. We have a tweet live today. Every 10 retweets, we will get a Wild Magic Surge. I haven't checked it since I posted it, so it's gone mental or something like that. 3. That's not that many. Come on, guys. Fuck up. Let's get them retweets in. We want at least 1 Wild Magic Surge. Anyway, that's enough from me. Let's go around and say hello to everyone. This week, we will start with Praxagora Phasmophoria. Oh, hi, Prax.
Oh, hi, Scrat. Ladies and gentlemen of the interwebs, you know me as Praxagora, Phasmophoria. I hang out in the Twitter chat, and today I will be playing Miss Isadora, a tiefling of the draconic sorceress type. Her family history is complicated. She doesn't like to talk about it. She also may have, entirely strictly professional, above board, entirely legal business dealings.
Always.
But maybe not.
I hadn't heard of that. Also, guys, I completely forgot. Let's go through pronouns as well. I am Scraticus. You can talk about any pronouns you like. Prax, can you tell us yours and your player's pronouns?
Both I and Isadora are she, her.
So next round we have Wages or Berserker... words and names. Berserker Rage. Berserker _ Rage on the Twitters and the Twitches. Oh, hi!
Yes. Hello. Very nice to be here. This is actually my first time playing, so I'll be playing Osiris Triceran. He is a half elf rogue who may or may not be involved in those above board dealings, maybe with Praxagoria. So um, the pronouns I prefer are he, him. That's fine by me.
Fantastic. For the character as well.
Yes.
Next around, we have JJ Vincent 4, also known as Toxic Joe on the Twitches. Oh, hi!
How's it going, guys? I'm JJ, also known as Toxic Joe, like Scrat was saying. I do some streaming, not too much. Um, so this game, I'm going to be playing a Draconic Cleric, and my background is a hermit, and I'm not really fond of people, but I will help them out if I need to. And that's pretty much my character.
Fantastic. And, sorry, I think I missed your pronouns.
My pronoun, I don't think I have one. What do you mean?
Oh, like, so like, Osiris and Scott were he, him, Prax she, her.
Just him's fine.
Last but most certainly not least, Skyra.
Hey guys, I'm Skyra Moss. This week I'm going to be playing Botticelli, the Turtle Monk. Botticelli is an urchin who lives in the sewers beneath the city with her 4 turtle friends and their pet mouse. My pronouns are she, her, and Botticelli's pronouns are fluid, she, they, or he is fine.
Fantastic. Well, you guys, it's getting to late afternoon. The 4 of you traveling either together or separately have been traveling all day. Perhaps going to or from the nearby dwarven cities and mines. But you can see this small village, Bleak Rock, as it was marked on your maps, a place of refuge for the evening as the afternoon draws late. Who would like to begin?
Well, I do so hate being tired, and I think that that would be a very nice place. Well, it's a place. I'm not going to say it's nice. I don't think anywhere is nice. God, why do we have to be in the country? I hate the country.
This place looks awfully rural.
Osiris, why are we in the country?
Because we have to be. So we must make do with what we can.
Fine, but we're not camping. We can find an inn, we are not camping. I don't camp.
I agree completely.
Alright, well... No, I would not trust it. Why am I always the one who does the important things? Alright, fine, let's go, let's get there, let's find some place to stay. I'm tired and I want something to drink.
As do I. Let's go.
Heading into this village, you can see there's only a few houses around. There seems to be some sort of as many stables or animal housing as there are houses. People did tell you that they use their dog mole fights as their main entertainment for traveling passers-by and such. But there's not many houses. There's a smithy. There's one inn.
Alright, I'm gonna actually make my way to anywhere to where I can find an armorer. Cause on my way to this place, I have gotten into some hiccups and gotten my armor damaged. So I'm gonna try and find an armorer around.
Yeah, well, you can hear the ring of the anvil. There's a heavy set half elf working an anvil.
Alright. I'm gonna go up and ask him or her. I'm not sure if she stated if it was a male or female. Anyways, if they're able to possibly ring out my armor for me.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's a nasty dent you got there, isn't it? I can ring it out for you.
What's that gonna cost me?
See, getting it on the anvil, as long as it doesn't crack, yeah, 5 silver.
Alright, I'll actually pop him a gold.
Ah, thank you kindly. And helps you unbuckle your breastplate, and well, you know, it has it ringing on the anvil.
Nice. All right. I'm then gonna make my way to an inn or tavern.
Well, apparently there's an inn, and well, there's our dear friend. Botticelli, do be a dear, and oh God, it smells. Okay, fine. It's fine. It's all fine. Oh God, it smells. Well, there's the inn. Let's go get something to eat. Vordal is already here. Obviously, he's scouted it a little bit. Let's find out what's going on.
Dude, yeah, I could totally go for some pizza.
I'm quite sure that they don't have pizza here.
Sure
even
they
sure-
do, man. Everywhere has pizza.
No, there are places that pretend to put food on a piece of bread and call it pizza, but they don't have pizza everywhere.
Oh, that's bogus.
There are even some places that pretend that they have this thing that looks like a lasagna and they call that a pizza.
What? Oh, man. I don't know. Alright, well, let's go see what they have at the inn.
All right, let's go this.
There is a buxom behind the bar with cleaning glasses. An old man stands at the oki throwing darts at the dartboard. He never seems to run out of them. The dartboard never seems to fill. He just stands there throwing darts. The woman behind the bar is... Alright, how can I help you?
Hey, man, y'all got pizza here?
Pizza.
Yeah, it's like, you know, you get some dough and some sauce and some cheese and like some mushrooms or little fish or like whatever you have back there, and then you just put it on top and bake it.
Aye, yeah, I can do that for you, no problem. No problem at all.
Yeah.
Oh God. How much for the room for a night?
Oh.
At least 2.
Room's 2 silver a night.
Alcohol.
2 coppers a pint.
Alcohol, not beer.
Oh, I can bust out some of the fancy stuff. 3 silvers a bottle.
She's gonna put 3 gold on the counter and say, "I trust this will cover it for everything, correct?"
She just stares at it.
I'll take that as a yes.
Before you know it, the gold disappears. He's like, right, well, let me just go and get you everything. A bottle of our best, is it? Brilliant. Right, I'll be right back. And she just hustles out of the bar quickly, comes back again quickly. Does anyone else want anything to eat?
Don't forget the wine, please.
I won't forget the wine. I will not forget the wine. About food and victuals for ye.
The wine shall suffice for me.
All right.
Indeed.
And
Perfect.
I am fine. I do not eat at this time of day.
Perfect. I'll be right back. And she rushes out. You can hear clanging from the kitchen and what sounds like a stepladder being got out, followed by the tumble of many items falling from a cupboard. No cries of alarm, though. And she comes back in looking very composed, holding a bottle of wine which has had the dust like scraped off of it as much as possible. But you can see clearly where someone has scraped the dust off the bottle, and some glasses which he is hurriedly cleaning. They look old. Not very often we've got, you know, fancy guests around here.
Thank you. What do people do around here?
Oh, well, mainly, we get people here who are into the dogmo fighting. Dogmo breeders, dogmo gamblers, and the like. You can make a fair bit of coin betting on the dogmo fights.
And what, pray tell, is a dogmo?
That.
Yeah, it's just like, well, if you look outside there, they sort of look like a bit like a dog, but a bit like a mole. So we call them dog moles.
Who decided that that was something that should be crossbred?
I should never have asked.
That's so grody.
I don't think they were crossbred as such. I think it just happened. What with nature and that.
I don't think. Well, never mind.
Excuse me, I've left the hob on, and she puts the wine and the glasses in front of you without having poured for you, and runs back into the kitchen.
No, you know I do not do this myself. Vordhall, darling, be a dear. Could you open this, please?
Oh, I sure can. And I go and open it for her.
It's not a bad vintage, to be fair. It smells fragrant on the palate. It's certainly been well kept. It's not gone to vinegar or anything like that yet. The bottle must have been kept still tight. It's not a bad drink, not the best drink, but an unlikely find in such a place as this.
Well, at least it's drinkable, I'll say that. Anyone else care for some? I'm going to enjoy this for as much as I can. God, those things are ugly.
Oh, ugly! They're the prettiest thing I've ever seen, says the man throwing darts.
Does that board look like it's, does it look natural?
The board itself looks natural. It's full of holes. However, if you take the time to look at the procedure, it would seem he's only throwing one dart, which means he's throwing it, and then the dart magically reappears in his hand, and he throws it again.
Isn't the definition of insanity repeating the same thing and expecting a different outcome?
Rise makes perfect.
I'm sorry. Osiris, I understand that sometimes I get very confused by other people's languages. What the hell did he just say?
I'm still trying to work that out for myself.
Oh, good. It wasn't just me.
Not at all. Do you mind pouring a glass? Maybe a little extra heavy for me.
Vord's got the bottle. I'm sure he would happily give you more. It might be helpful, although it really hasn't helped me yet.
If you want more, I will definitely pour more. But after this, I'm putting it back on the table, and you guys can serve yourselves.
Thank you, Lord.
No, darling, you don't mean that.
Oh, I completely mean that.
Thank you very much to Wild Engineer, who gifts a subscription to Skyra. Skyra, you have a nat 1 or 20 to gift to one of your teammates, yourself, me?
Woohoo. You know, I think I might just keep that nat 20.
I mean, technically you didn't pay, so I guess that isn't pay to win.
It was a present.
The man's nigh on intelligible. He's got a very, very thick rural accent, if you hadn't noticed. The woman, however, comes back in about 5 minutes, and she's like, wait, she's carrying a bowl. Right, now you said it was, like, dough with sauce on and some meat, and anything else I've got back there, right?
And the cheese. You can't forget the cheese.
And the cheese. I didn't forget the cheese. No, I wouldn't forget the cheese. So what we've got here is a pizza, and she puts this bowl in front of you. It looks more like a Yorkshire pud full of a roast dinner. It's like beef gravy that's gone onto it. Some like a bit of lamb haunch. Crumbled some blue cheese on top. It's pizza.
Botticelli, I don't think you quite delivered your recipe across the sauce should be made with tomato.
Perhaps so. Botticelli's gonna try some.
It tastes a lot like a roast dinner in a Yorkshire pudding with a bit of blue cheese on top.
Not quite pizza, but righteous meal nonetheless. Good effort.
Oh, excellent! I'm glad you enjoy it.
Yeah, thanks, dude.
I concern about you sometimes, and then decide that that's way too much effort to expend. The wine is very pleasant, thank you very much. You wouldn't happen to have just some cheese? Any decent cheeses?
Well, I got some Stilton back there.
Stilton's fine.
Yes, and perhaps bring some bread as well.
Excellent. Right, will do. And she darts back off out the thing, like you sort of hear her going, "Yeah, no one's hungry," and then suddenly they all want snacks. All right. Well, I'm going. Runs off out the back.
Right, as I was gonna ask a question. That's okay.
Okay, you can ask her when she gets back. I'm quite sure that she'll be very, very talkative.
Oh, most likely. Doesn't seem like they get much visitors at all.
If it, any.
Yeah.
Can I roll an Arcana check to see if he's summoning that dart back to him, or if he's just cursed to be Sisyphus?
Of course
with
you
a
can.
dartboard?
Yeah, of course you can. Arcana check sounds perfect.
Not 20 on that one.
You can
It's for 22.
tell that this is a this is almost certainly an item, a magical item that he has the words not bonded
Attuned?
attuned himself to. It would seem that whoever throws the dart, it will magically reappear in their hand. The magic's in the item, not in him.
It's a very interesting trick you've got there, sir.
No, I want it.
Oh, you did?
No, gave a competition out at the Dwarven City.
And what did the dwarves think of that?
Well, they weren't happy I won. I being some rural backcountry geezer, they called me, or cute or something. Winner's a winner, innit?
Oh, indeed. It is indeed.
I don't think the description was far off.
We don't want to be rude in his own house, dear.
You're interested in the dogmos?
Okay, honest question, DM.
Yes.
Are God, I too much of. Are these are these naked mole rats, moles, or are they just like brown moles? Or are they creepy, like blind skin creepiness mole? What kind of mole are we looking at?
They are large creatures, the size of dogs with large claws. They have a variety of furs.
Oh, good.
Yeah, they're not all the same. You can tell them apart from their markings. I wouldn't say they are necessarily distinguishable by the mole races. But I mean, if you wanted to associate them with some, you can.
No, I'm good with that. It's like, we're okay. We're fine.
Okay.
So I take it to imply by your statement, sir, that there's betting involved.
Oh yes,
The-
betting involved. Betting involved indeed. It's main source of entertainment around here. We go have our fights and we bet on them. It's gonna be a big fight tonight. My little sketch is taking on Mog.
Indeed.
Is this a child of yours or is this an animal of yours?
Sketch? Yeah, it's my animal. It's my dogmo.
So it's pets.
Well, you could call them pets, you could call them fighting animals. More accurate.
It's freaking animals.
I mean, quite sure that your particular animal is very good at what they do, but what's this, who is their competition?
Well, tonight we fight the other. Mog's bringing out Inger, from the mine. It's a hard fighter, last year's champion, but it's old Skitch. Skitch will take her tonight, I guarantee you. I've acquired some special feed.
Oh, really?
That's right. Just last week, there was some kind of wizard or alchemist what came through here. And, he gave me some food what was guaranteed to make Skitch bigger and stronger.
And did it work?
Well, we'll find out tonight, I guess. You should come down. I'll cover your entrance fee. You can just say you're with me, and you can have a nice night's betting. You don't want to be cooped up in here all night. The only good thing to do in here is this dartboard.
Oh, yes, and you've seemed to dominated that so well.
I gives as good as they come, I guess.
I mean, I hadn't.
Do you mind if I have a throw?
Certainly, there's darts behind the bar. I can't let go of this thing, otherwise the magic won't work. Takes me a couple of days to try and figure out how to attune to the bloody thing again.
Alright, I'll go and, talk to the wench, see if I can get a dart.
Oh, yes, yeah, well, normally there's a deposit, but with free gold, you can help yourself.
I'll just take the one.
Alright. Normally you throw free.
Well, it seems like our friend here only throws the one, so I'm gonna have just one shot at it.
Suit yourself.
Alright, so I'll grab it and, I'll go and take a shot at it.
Sure. Why don't you give me a roll, an attack roll plus your dex and proficiency if you're proficiency in darts.
Darts are simple weapons. Darts are simple weapons.
So then I am.
That they are.
Can you remind me how to just do a simple attack?
If you have dart in your inventory, you can just click on it. However, if you don't, just be /R 1d20 plus whatever your dex is. I'll put it in Zoom chat for you.
Slash 1d20 and then plus my dex modifier?
Yeah, that should be right. Yeah, /R 1d20 plus your dex modifier.
With a space between the R and the 1d20.
Oh, and your proficiency bonus as well.
Proficiency.
Yeah. What are you guys, level 7? So this should be something something wicked.
+3.
So, Isadora, do you fancy a trip to the fight this evening?
I mean, apparently there's money to be had.
And where there's money, there's more money to obtain.
Always.
I don't have any dex, so.
Perfect. Well, a 19 will get you very close to where you were aiming. Were you aiming for the bull or the...
Yeah.
So I reckon you'll hit the... you won't hit the inner bull, but you'll hit the outer bull on a 19.
Okay. Cool.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I've had my fair share of practice.
Hmm.
I did live alone, so I had to keep myself somewhat occupied.
I can relate to that.
Oh, can you now?
Well, it's just me and Skitch. I keeps to myself.
And this is why we try and make sure that you have company aboard, dear Elaine.
Yeah. Well, so are we gonna attend this fight group or are we not?
I
Yeah,
mean,
this is the weirdest pizza I've ever had. Botticelli's like dug an entire leg of mutton out of the middle of this slop bowl, like bone and all, and is eating it. You dudes want to try some of this pizza?
no, I don't.
I'm fine.
I'm quite alright drinking my dinner.
The cheese is not half bad, though. I'll take that for a compliment. I mean, you know me, darling. Of course, there's local entertainment to be had. One should avail themselves of the local entertainment.
I agree. So I'm actually going to um, insist that I talk to the person that's running it to see if they're in need of any healers by chance.
Oh, the person who's running it, I guess I'd be the mayor. I don't know where he'll be right now, but when the fighting starts, he'll be right there at sidelines.
Okay.
And I'm quite sure that they'll be happy to have you there once we get there. I mean, everyone would be pleasantly surprised and even possibly blessed to be in your presence, darling.
Yes. They may be blessed, but they also may be cursed. Not by my doing, but they may be cursed.
Well, that's a given. Curses just happen.
Sure enough.
And possibly... Never mind. It's entirely not a problem. So, then, my dear sir, what time is this charming little entertainment going to occur?
That's a good point. I should probably start heading down myself. He goes and finishes up his pint. He's drinking cheap ale. Well, I'll see you down there in a couple of hours.
Oh, where exactly?
You can't miss it. It's the great big fighting pit. Back of town.
Ah, indeed, I appreciate it.
Are you still going to cover our cost for entry?
Aye, I will be man of my word.
All right. If you don't, keep that word. Just saying.
I'm bored. I'm the creepy one.
Oh, but I can be creepier.
She's gonna flick her tail at him.
That's a good point. Why don't we get some descriptions of how your characters look?
Isadora is just about average height, about 5'5", 5'6", 5'10" if you count the horns, and of course she counts the horns. Very nice tight curls that kind of curled backwards. She is a very dark red, that color of Japanese maples in the autumn as they're turning, that kind of almost really rusted blood red, with long dark black hair that's very straight that she keeps tied back. And she wears comfortably practical traveling clothes that are just slightly stylish. Boots without heels because no one needs to run in heels. It's not practical. But she still looks good in mostly blacks and bronzes with a little bit of shine to it.
Of course.
Well, I'm 6'9", about 230 pounds. I'm just barely at the age of adulthood, so I'm the age of 15 for a dragonborn. I'm brass of color, black eyes. I'm wearing scale mail, and that's black. Yeah. But without that on, because it's at the armorers. just basic Under Armour type clothing, like skivvies and whatnot.
Yeah, skivvies, maybe a tunic, something like that.
The padding that one wears underneath armor to ensure that they don't get scratched.
Pretty much.
Anyone else like to offer a character description? Not compulsory.
Yeah. So Osiris is probably around 5'8" in height, medium build, black hair with some fair to palish skin. Hair is worn not super long, but long enough to cover his ears, and that's just so that he can kind of hide the pointed ears that he earned being half of an elf. So he doesn't like to acknowledge that side of things. Just a very sly, casual guy. Well kept facial hair, and just very smooth.
Okay, lovely.
Botticelli's, a turtle. She's a bit brighter shade of green than most turtles, and she's got a yellow band wrapped across her face, some additional yellow fabric around each of her limbs, and a belt with a bee in the middle.
I expect nothing less. So at this point, the serving woman comes out and she starts lighting the fire. I think we'll go in the order you guys just did your character descriptions for the Wild Magic Surge.
Yeah.
Isadora, could you please roll me a 1d610?
610.
610.
Ah, 399.
Oh, let's see where this goes.
Oh, so many places it could go, but I don't believe this is one of mine, so at least there's that.
Isadora, do you wear shoes? You said you wear boots, right?
Yes.
Your feet kind of... They seem to grow. Not quickly. Not like immediately, but over maybe the space of an hour, maybe the last hour, they seem to have been gradually growing. Until they are about twice their normal size, and they seem to have sprouted dense hair, which any halfling would be incredibly jealous of.
That's not normal. Why are all these hurting so much? God, this is kind of uncomfortable. What is going on? She's going to sit down and, like, pull off her boots and go... and snap her fingers and adjust things because she never looks inappropriate. She always looks very stylish and put together, and that she's just going to shift that minor illusion a little bit. Still covers any and all possibility of being recognized as draconic in any way, but Cyrus, stop drinking the wine, and possibly don't eat the cheese.
And I'll look at the cheese and kind of just put down the piece that I was getting ready to enjoy. What seems to be the problem?
Well, I don't know, but there's something very strange in this god-forsaken town. Curses are apparently abounding. Vord, you didn't do this, right? Well, we can't hear you, so obviously it must be you.
Vord, no more games.
Nope, that was not me. How could I do of anything? I didn't touch the cheese.
Okay, well... could you be a dear and do something about this? This is not normal.
What's not normal?
Get over here and I'll show you.
Okay.
Look under the table.
She's gonna just remove the illusion a little bit.
Noticeable, like look.
Whoa! Oh, God! There's your feet. That is.
Well, they're very much what my feet half an hour ago.
Oh.
I like, realistically speaking, I don't understand how you people do this with these, like, toe things. I mean, hooves make so much more sense.
Sorry, you're on your own.
No, come on, you can fix this.
You're on your own.
Really? Really?
Yep.
You are such a tool sometimes.
Would you prefer I lift you a pair of new shoes?
Very much. Why do these things? Why do you need? Why are they flat? I'm very confused.
And I'll take a look and kind of make the joke that, boy, you'd put a halfling to shame with those.
Halflings are. Never mind. She's
I
gonna
make
snap.
a loud chuckle.
She's gonna use thaumaturgy to make your ears ring. For that.
All right. Lesson learned.
Honest to God, I guarantee it's a goddamn wine. No, the wine.
That can't be the wine. It's too good for that.
The armorer opens the door and walks in. Why drop it off? All done there. Easy enough, no splits or cracks. Might be a little weaker in that area though. Try and turn the blade, don't take it head on.
Alright, thank you very much, good sir. I'll actually throw him a copper and just bid him on his way.
Yeah. You're welcome. Thank you.
Darling, be a dear and figure out what we're doing. I'm going to try and figure out what the hell I'm doing with these stupid appendages.
Well, I was thinking of making my way to the fights.
Give me 5 minutes.
Okay.
Honestly, balance is apparently going to be a problem.
Wouldn't you have more of a balance than you would on hooves?
You are
Is there-
aware that my legs are not shaped like yours, right?
Well, yes, but
And that my knees don't function the same way yours do?
I'm sure.
And these flat things are flat on the ground? This is not normal. Are you sure you don't want to try and maybe help me fix this?
I'm sure. I'd like to see some people, such as yourself, with an attitude suffer a little bit.
You know, I try and be nice to people.
You try? Really?
Yes, I do, actually. Osiris, don't I try?
We try, but it's very hard when your standards are so high.
And she's gonna take a second to kind of like step out of the room and try and figure out how she's going to move with feet that don't function the same anatomical way.
Ironically, I guess the way your legs are set up, it'd be easier if you went on tiptoes, so actually a heeled boot would probably be easier.
She's almost going to figure that out and figure out a way to make her boots heels. It's fine. She's got it. She can figure it out.
So, Botticelli, having just gorged on a beautiful roasted dinner in a Yorkshire pudding, which isn't what you ordered, but it was nice anyway. How are you feeling?
Botticelli's feeling like relatively sated, but still can't kick that pizza craving. There just wasn't enough cheese on that roast mess. Yeah, she's like looking around the fight arena trying to see if there's someone that looks like they might have a food cart or something.
Yeah, you can see some people going down the street towards the fighting arena. They do have carts and things. Maybe you will find one at the arena.
Yeah. She's just gonna keep her eye out for anyone that looks like they're selling something with absurd amounts of cheese on it.
Okay. Balf's my name, by the way. I'll catch you down by the ring. Was the last thing Balf said as he left. So I can now refer to him as Balf. Balf, he's long gone by this point, and after a while, the barmaid, she's cleaning down glasses. She offers you a second bottle of wine. She sort of looks to Osiris as Isidore has excused herself.
And Osiris will slide a gold across the table and say, "I'll take the entire bottle, please."
Yes, indeed. No problem there. You can have that. That's beautiful. And that gold also disappears.
Osiris, you really want to do that when we're going to a fight?
What other way is there to enjoy senseless violence?
To watch? That while not being interrupted by what's the word I'm looking for? Blurred vision.
Well, some of us perform better with blurred vision.
True enough. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna now start making my way over to the arena.
Okay, of course. You may all begin making your way to the arena.
Yeah, I was just about to invite them with me, but you said something, so I didn't.
Okay. I just saw a donation come in from someone, but I can't actually see the record of it in Streamlabs. Jeanette Briggs, thank you very much for pledge. It's a Patreon thing. Thank you very much for doing your Patreon thing. Thank you.
Nice.
And just an FYI, she's going to use prestidigitation to change her boots into being able to function with her unfortunate appendages at the moment.
Glad you were able to take care of that. I don't think I
Oh,
could have
yes.
found a shoe big enough to fit yours.
It's okay. It's entirely okay. Remind me when we get back that we will be giving out his address again. Do you know that girl? Oh no, she's not talking to you. She's talking to Osiris.
Okay.
She's talking to Osiris about you, about how she's going to make sure that that girl gets his address.
Of course.
You know the one.
Oh, I'm well aware.
Apparently we're going somewhere. Where are we going?
We are going to the fight arena.
Oh, well, then of course, let's go.
So we walk towards the arena, and as we get there, I'll mention the name of the dwarf, which is, wow, you just said it.
Balf. Balf's my name.
Balf, yes, that's right, Balf. And he said that he would pay for our entries.
It's a young lad, and he goes, "Oh yeah, no, Balf, he came by just a little while ago. He said about that. Not very often he makes friends though. So, I guess you're sort of unique. He's usually a grumpy old bloke. Are you here to see the fighting then?"
Yes, we are. I'm also here to find the mayor, if I could speak with him briefly.
Oh yeah, the mayor. Yeah, he'll be. I believe he was out back speaking to Marg.
All right. Can you point me in the right direction, please?
Yeah, certainly. Come on in. And he takes you all in. And he points towards the stable, the main stable. He's like, "You want to go back down there now? Balf and what's his bloody mugrel's name?
Scritch or something like that.
That's it. Sketch. Yeah. They're on the right. And Ingot and Mag and probably the mayor. That's the place I saw him. They'll be on the left, in the left stable. Red and blue. You want the blue?
All right. I will make my way there.
My dear young companion, I do have a much more pressing issue for you.
Oh, hey.
Where's the bookmaker?
Ah, yes. Well, the bookmaker, he's up in the stands, right at the back there. You see the box? This is a tiny arena, by the way. It's maybe 45 feet across, with just like wooden benches around. But there is like literally a little like box built into one of them. He's up there, right at the back of the arena.
Would you like to provide me with an introduction?
Well, I'm supposed to watch the gate, but I suppose it couldn't hurt for just a moment.
Of course not. You're doing as a kind customer has requested. Botticelli, come along. We are going to go meet some important people.
All right.
Cyrus, I'm assuming will come with Vordel, so we'll come to you two in just a moment. We'll stick with Isidora and Botticelli for the moment. You're heading towards the bookmakers then?
Ah, yes.
Oh yeah, it's a portly woman holding a ledger. All right, my lover.
My dear. How are you? And you are, I'm sorry.
Oh, my real name's Agonire, but everyone just calls me Duck.
Duck. Charming. I'm Isidora. This is my very dear friend Botticelli. What are the odds? Who's the favorite? Give me all the dirt.
Well, you got Ingot as a favorite. Ingot the favorite. They won the last year's competition. Now, old Balf, he's been talking about this sketch about how he's been feeding it up and it's going to be stronger and better, but honestly, I don't see how it can beat the champ. The Dogmo's younger, it's faster in all the tests, and probably stronger too.
What are the odds?
15 to 1 that Skitch wins. 2 to 1 that Ingot wins.
Botticelli, what do you think?
Oh, I don't know, dude. Never bet on anything before.
You're hanging out with me. What do you mean you've never bet on anything before?
I usually just watch.
But okay, whatever. Let's say 2 gold on ingot and 10 on scritch.
Oh, yeah, right. 2 gold on ingot and 10 on sketch. Oof. What
Or
I
can
mean,
the house not, or can the book not deal with that?
well, I
can
mean,
draw denominations if we need to.
no, I can deal with it. I might have to, I might have to give you a deed to take to the bankers. Should you win on the should Skitch win? But thing is, with that bet, if Ingot wins, you make a loss either way. So,
Darling, I never lose.
all right. Well, that's fine.
Thank you so much. All right, Botticelli, let's go find where we're going to be sitting to watch this vast entertainment.
Alright, let's do this.
There's benches all around. There's actually only 6 people who have turned up for all the boys' talk of watching the gate. Vordel, you are walking into the stables. Are you heading straight into the blue, or are you checking out the red first? Muted.
All right. He said that the mayor was in the blue one.
That's what you said, yeah.
All right, so that's where I'll go and talk to the mayor first.
And you can see a woman there brushing down one of these dog moles. It's a black-haired dog mole, brushing it down. And there's a man in a hat speaking to her. His hat is vastly decorated. It would seem that this is perhaps a man with a hat, or maybe a hat that has a man attached to it, as is the mayor. A lot of stock and prestige resides in this hat. seems to adjust it every couple of moments as though he's worried about losing it.
Okay. I'm going to basically do the
Oh,
his attention.
he tips his hat. Good afternoon, sir. Welcome to the fighting. I'm Bob. Bob the mayor. How can I help you?
Yes, Barb. I was recently told that there's a fight going on, and I'm a cleric. If you need anything for the fight, if you want your dog thing to live afterwards, as well as your opponents, I'm glad to assist if needed.
Hey, that's funny, isn't it, Mac? We were just talking about that. You see, these two dog moles, they're the biggest attraction we've got in this here village, and it's been a few weeks since any other breeders have come round. We don't normally have infighting between the two residents. Normally, we just take on all comers, but what with it being quiet, we're having the first match between the two in a long time, so it'd be a terrible shame if one of them was to get a terrible injury. It'd put all the work on the other. Now, if you're here to do some healing, that could indeed be very valuable to us. What do you charge?
Well, depends on the spell. If it's something that's greater than my abilities, I charge a little more.
Well,
Let's say from death.
I suppose that makes sense. All right. Let's talk some rates here. How much are you charging? What's the maximum I can expect to pay? Where'd you put your limit?
For two animals like those, I'd put myself at 100 a dog.
100 silver.
100 gold.
100 gold. Yeah, I don't reckon we can afford that.
Oh no.
No,
Then what can you afford?
unless you take payment in ale or other supplies.
In the back of my head, I think of my friends, but I still ask, what else can you offer besides those things?
Let's see now,
Cash-wise, not, like, item-wise.
Oh, cash-wise, well... Let's see, I mean, we're only a poor village. Our monthly turnover is only around 50 gold. Not monthly, yearly, sorry. I reckon we could probably afford up to 10 gold a dog. I know it's only 10% of your rate, so if that means we get less healing, it means we get less healing unless you can, unless you'll accept items in exchange.
What items can you give?
Well, for one, the smithy could do your, it'd take some convincing, but they could do your hearse and that for free. All your farrion and that. See if they've got any special pieces they've been working on. You know what they're like, these creative types. They've always got some sort of special item squirreled away somewhere because it's artistic. I could raid my own supplies as well. See if I've got any artwork or anything that might be worth a pretty penny. Probably sitting around the attic after me old grand died.
Alright, so I'll pitch to him. If I get 10 per dog, as well as any alcohol or ale for my friends, and we'll call it a deal.
Make me a persuade roll, please. Oh yeah, it seems real reasonable. He spits on his hand and offers it to Shake.
Alright. He spits on it, you said?
Yeah.
I'll try and do that without breathing fire. It'll go, and it's like a bunch of ash on my hand, and I shake his hand.
It's mighty impressive. Mighty impressive. I've now got black like charcoal where the fluids mixed with the actual over his hand. He's like wiping it and it's just getting his hands more black. Starts wiping it on the dog mole. Oh no, if you be clever, you'd bet on Ingot here, by the way. Mag here, she trains him real good, and between you and us, last week an alchemist came by and gave her some special food.
So I've heard, but I've also heard that for someone else.
Hey? And Mag looks up as well, like, hey, you what?
And I'll just walk away.
I don't know what you meant by that. No, I don't either. Oh well.
I'll then go to the red tent and say that the mayor has hired me for healing, so don't worry about your dog dying.
No, I ain't gonna worry about Ingot. Skitch here. Skitcher's gonna take his guts for garters, ain't you, my boy? And he's like ruffling its hair, and this thing sort of like snorting more like a pig than anything else.
And I'll tell him that he has a challenge on his hands and walk out.
You got a challenge on my hands.
And meet the rest of my companions.
Lord, darling, we saved you a seat.
Well, thank you very much, and I think you'll like what I've just done for the group.
Oh,
I just got 20 gold per dog, and as much alcohol as you can drink.
well, the alcohol will definitely be useful. We placed our own bets. What do you think the odds are?
I don't know. This alchemist gave special food to both animals. So whether it's good for one and bad for the other, I don't know.
I'm slightly concerned by this Osiris, darling.
Yes, it sounds like someone's running the long con.
Yeah, what kind of special food would be influencing the fight like that?
Probably the kind you would feed to these backwater folks, to give their own mole dog the special edge they think it's going to need.
Well, we've got 2 on Ingot and 10 on the long odds.
Alright, well, we'll see how this goes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be starting out with our fight tonight. Ingot versus Sketch. Now, Sketch is in the red corner over there, and he's the brown and white dug mole. And the left, over on the blue corner, we got our Ingot, the black dug mole from the mines, just nearby. It's bound to be a good fight. Word in that we've got a healer on site, so we don't need to see any holding back from these 2 residential creatures. They can really go at it. And by Jove, it seems they intend to. Alright, that'll do. Fight!
Isadora uses thaumaturgy to make the crowd shouting sounds.
I don't have a sound bit for that, but... So, the 2 creatures engage. They rush forward, and they clash claws and tusks as they begin fighting. The 2 trainers, they don't cheer or anything. They're both just sort of standing cross-armed, just watching. Maybe wondering how this is all going to turn out.
I'm not gonna cheer. I'm just gonna sit there and basically do the same. Just trying to figure out who I'm gonna have to heal and who I'm not gonna have to heal.
Honestly, how do you deal with these things? They're quite uncomfortable. Whatever. Well, that was an interesting touch there. Ooh, Botticelli, do you think that would work if you tried it?
Tried what?
You know that, snapping thing. The one that.
Oh, that. Maybe.
The 2 creatures begin to sort of glow as they fight, and they sort of slow down.
And there we have an alchemist who's playing the long con. Osiris, darling.
Yes.
Bets now?
Well, I'm not quite sure. I'm pretty sure that their glowing isn't normal.
No, I meant how many people are going to die.
Creatures stop fighting as they both just sort of look at the ground. their heads seem to open up as like bloody tentacles emerge from their foreheads, and their tusks seem to grow. One of them immediately dives into the ground. The other looks around in a bloodlust and rushes towards the crowd.
And there we go. Cast Dragon's Breath on Osiris.
Well, thank you. It looks like we've got our work cut out for us.
So the
Bogus man.
creature rushing towards the crowd is Skitch. You see now the trainers are not still. Mag has run over to the hole in which Ingot has dug down, and she is shouting into it, Ingot, come back! Ingot, come on! It's alright, girl, come back! And, Balf running over to Skitch is saying, leave him alone, boy! Come back! Come back! And rushing over.
No. Run away. This is the runaway time. He's going to try and eat you and or else. Everybody else, run! She's going to use thaumaturgy to make her voice louder and expel.
Yep. So people begin to start running, but Skitch has cornered one of them, and he is attacking it, and it looks very much like he's trying to eat it as he knocks this person to the ground.
How far away is it from myself?
Well, the arena itself is only 45 feet, so we could say maybe 30, 35 feet.
Okay. I'm going to try and cast Dispel Magic right at the animal.
So as you cast Dispel Magic, the glowing stops, but the transformations seem to be permanent.
Maybe it's these kind of animals that do this. I have no experience with this animal.
No, Horde, I really think we're about to be eaten by something that a wonderfully horrible, evil alchemist decided to spring on the world. Because they're horrible people like that.
My
Gotta
bet's
stop
not on
them.
evil.
Somebody could get hurt.
After you, darling.
Cowabunga, dude! Botticelli's gonna run up in there.
Nice.
Gotta
Thank you for
protect
that.
people.
Well,
So we-
there she goes.
Yeah.
So as you rush towards Skitch, Balfton's going, "Oh, no, leave it alone. You'll be alright. Come on, boy, leave it be." The creature's clearly going to eat this person. It's already started, like, trying to rip their leg off.
Yeah. Botticelli's definitely gonna go up and try to attack the creature to make it let go of this innocent person.
Let's have some initiative then, shall we?
Alright.
Well, you know. It's actually not that bad.
Well, rightly so. It would seem that Botticelli is first.
Alright. So Botticelli's going to start off with, I think, a stunning strike. To, let's see here. That's gonna be a quarter step attack. Two-handed quarterstaff. 17 a hit.
A 17 is indeed a hit.
Excellent.
Oof.
That'll do 5 damage, and then as it's a stunning strike, that means, here we go.
He has to
The
make the
target
DC
must,
save.
yeah, con save.
What's your DC?
Hang on. My roll 20's acting a little weird. DC is 14.
Oh, you stun the creature.
Excellent.
Preventing it from eating this person, I guess. They've just started to like gnaw at the leg and started to rip it. Their clothing's ripped. There's a little bit of blood, but they're gonna survive at the minute with no injuries.
And there's a second creature also?
The second creature dug underground.
Okay. Botticelli is going to try to grab the injured person and drag them away from the creature. I don't know.
Yep, that's absolutely fine. With the creature stunned, you can drag them away easily.
Excellent. Sorry, what's the healer's name?
Vord.
Board hall. Or
Vord.
Vord Hall.
Vord, get over here. You gotta help this person.
Alright. As soon as I can get there, I'll get there.
Balf sees you strike Skitch and he's like, "Oi! Leave him alone!" And he actually throws a dart at you.
At Botticelli?
At Botticelli, yeah.
Pipe down, you old fool.
Now, either Roll20 is going to do 2 in a second, or it's not going to roll these at all.
I'm thinking it's the latter.
Yeah, it doesn't look that way, does it? Well, hang on, actually. As I go in and just change something, it looks a lot better. There we go. There we go. Does an 8 hit you? Botticelli, that is.
Oh, does an 8 hit Botticelli now?
Okay. How about an 8?
Nope.
He just throws 2 darts. Well, he throws 1 dart, it reappears, and he throws it again. And he's like, "Wriggly little bugger, leave my dog alone!" They could be warning shots, to be fair.
I don't want to hurt your dog, dude, but he was trying to eat this guy.
No, he was just cuddling him.
With
He's got
teeth.
blood coming out of his leg. Come on, man.
Osiris, it will be your turn.
So, after hearing Bel's attempt to, justify the dog's actions, I'll basically stop it. That's not your dog anymore. And then I'll pull out the short bow and fire an arrow at the dog.
Okay, firing an arrow at the dog. That'll hit. Six piercing damage. Lovely. So yeah, that hits the creature, which is stunned on the floor. In fact, you probably have advantage, but 25 either way. So that hits the creature, and he's like, "Hey, no, don't you start all!" Next is Isadora.
Can I see where the other one went?
Underground.
Mm.
It doesn't have like Street Shark style tracks or anything.
No, okay. I'm just saying that it went straight underground.
It
from what we can see.
It went down at least. I mean, if you head over and inspect the hole, you can see it's gone down about 5 feet and then started moving towards the exit.
Well, here's an interesting point. I think she's going to just. Well, I don't feel like dealing with 2 at once, and Botticelli's already dealt with this one, and Botticelli has moved, they said, correct?
Botticelli has moved the person away, yes. So they grabbed the injured person and pulled them away from the dog.
So Isadora's like, honestly, this belongs in hell! And she's going to cast Hellish Rebuke. And because it's stunned, it's going to automatically fail. It's dexterity save, correct?
Possibly. Could you pop Hellish Rebuke for me? Don't you need to be attacked? Isn't it a reaction action?
Is it? I didn't. Oh no, it is a reaction. Sorry, wrong one. Wrong one. Wrong one. but that's okay. I can do the other one instead. Oh, no, even better. We're just going to cast Scorching Ray at it.
Okay.
And we are within... it's 25 to hit, because it an advantage because it's stunned. And, 12, and did it roll the extra one? It's 12 fire damage. 2d6 plus 5, yep.
Yep. So yeah, you've hit this creature. It's sort of it's gonna spin. Stunned. To get out of stun, must succeed on a Constitution saving throw, or it is stunned until the end of your next turn. So the creature remains stunned. However, by the exit, you see the ground erupt as the other dog mole appears in front of the people rushing for the exit.
Honestly, that's just not fair.
And begins attacking them. Actually, sorry, yeah, it begins attacking them. Oh, and it's doing a fairly good job of it too. It knocks one person clean down, and begins biting another. And the trainer who was over the hole was like, "Oh no, Ingot, no, come on, look, come this way. Look, I've got your favorite bone over here." Next in the turn order will be Vord. Well, last in the turn order, unfortunately, with the initiative roll of 6.
Yeah. All right. So, how far away is this person from you that she's dragging?
I think Botticelli, what with her being a monk as well, you've probably got ridiculous amounts of speed.
Yeah, I've got like freaking 40 speed.
So they're probably about 10-15 feet away from you.
Okay. And how far away is the dog away from that individual?
Which dog? The one that's stunned or the one that's attacking everyone?
Oh, it came back out?
There's two. So Ingot came back out of the hole by the exit and then is now attacking all the people who are trying to leave.
The one that's attacking everyone now. Okay, yeah. Would it be more than 30 feet?
It would not be more than 30 feet, but it would be in the opposite direction. So it'd be about 15 feet.
Vord, get over there and help those people.
I was thinking of doing that as well, but I'm gonna go to the person that's down and make a medicine check to see how injured they are.
Sure. On a 14, they've been bitten a little bit, but Botticelli really got there in time. There's nothing here that's gonna kill them. They can live until after the fight unless they get set on again.
Unless, yeah. All right. Do I have a attack action at this time? I can't recall if I do or not.
I'll give you the medicine check as a bonus action. It's not. It wasn't a difficult check to make. So yeah, you'll still have an attack action.
I'm going to attack the one that's stunned.
Okay. Yeah.
Just to get it out of the way. And I can attack it from here with my breath weapon. And it's a DC 15 dexterity.
Oof. It's gonna have disadvantage because it's stunned. But on a 19, it will still save. Or is it an auto hit on stun?
No, it's an auto hit on stun.
Auto hit on stun.
He's
Oh,
paralyzed.
Yeah.
He's paralyzed, effectively. Hey, Scrat, I forgot to roll the other 2 Scorching Rays.
We'll add them in on at the beginning of your next turn.
It's
Oh,
fine.
it's DC 14. I thought it was 15. Just a second.
Roll 20 can be funny sometimes.
Yeah, it says here 15, but then on the as I rolled it says 20. Or 12, sorry. Yeah. Anyways. So 12 damage.
Yep, 12 damage. It's not looking injured. It's looking like a lot of your attacks are sort of hitting its thick hide, and it's looking singed and stuff. But it looks like it might shake us off. It looks like it can shake an awful lot off, to be honest. These things huge. It's probably grown to twice the size it was originally, and it's a fighting animal. We do, however, go back to the top of the round, unless you have anything else you'd like to do.
At this point.
Botticelli.
Okay, so let me get this straight. The first dog that I attacked is currently not attacking any people, but the second one just popped up and is attacking some people.
Uh-huh.
Alright. So Botticelli's gonna run at that second dog and again attempt a stunning strike. Does a 9 hit?
Unfortunately, a 9 does not hit.
Okay, but I do get extra attack, so I'll just try a regular quarterstaff attack on that. 26. Does that hit?
A 26 does definitely hit, yes.
Alright, excellent.
12 on Ingot.
Yeah.
And as you go and attack Ingot, you can hear Mag being like, "Hey, no! You leave my doggo alone. She's a good girl."
I'll leave her alone as soon as she stops hurting these people, dude. And I'm going to use my bonus unarmed attack as well.
Of course.
How's the 10 do?
A 10 does not do very well, I'm afraid.
Alright. That's it then.
That's it. Next in the turn order is Balf. Balf runs back to the benches and hides down below them. You lose sight of him for a moment, but then after a short while, a dart comes flying out, first towards Osiris. Does a 4 hit you?
A 4 does not hit, and that's rather rude.
And then the next dart flies towards Vordel. A 19. Finally, he can do something.
That hits.
That hits. Lovely. Please take 13 damage.
Will do.
Yep, go ahead.
Osiris, it'll be your turn.
All right, so I'm gonna assist the other dog that's Botticelli's involved with right now. So Osiris will draw his bow again and fire a shot at that dog.
So was this the one that's up, sorry, or the one that's stunned? Or was stunned?
The one that's up, yeah. So I'm leaving the one that's stunned alone. I'm going to turn my attention to the one that's blocking the exit.
It's not stunned anymore.
Oh.
It's sort of like raising its head groggily after Botticelli's turn.
Does the 21 hit?
It does hit.
Okay. And then, is Botticelli within 5 feet of the dog?
Of the second dog, yeah.
Yeah. So, would that garner a sneak attack for me?
Yes, indeed it would.
Awesome. Okay. So there's the damage for the bow, and then I will roll my sneak attack damage here.
Oof.
11.
Yeah, so you the attack takes the dog completely by surprise. Makes, "Oi, stop that!" As it sinks deep into its fleshy hide.
You tell the dog to stop trying to eat people.
It's very rude. Next in the turn order, we have Isadora.
So, did I see where Balf went?
He went over into the benches. The darts seem to come from 2 different places.
Oh dear, that's so sad. That just means I'm going to, well, you know, well, first of all, I'm going to roll those other 2 damage for the Scorching Ray, for the one that I did hit.
Yep, certainly. Well, those are both hits.
Those are both hits anyways, but when I So an extra 25 fire damage for the one that I hit previously.
Uh-huh.
And you know, I really, 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 really don't like this dog thing. I really don't. So I'm just going to... And right now, Scritch, there's no one around, correct? Everybody has moved out of the way of that one?
I believe so. Yeah. Vord, you stood back and fire breathed it. Osiris and Botticelli have both gone over to the other one. So yeah, you are pretty much alone with this dog creature as it's coming around.
Oh, that's good. I'm sorry, he needs to make that dex save.
Ooh.
Because I'm going to fireball him. Literally.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Wow.
This is most exciting.
Isidore really again with the fireball.
I don't like him.
Oh
It
yeah.
smells, it looks nasty.
The creature yelps in pain. It's a sort of it's more like it's not really like a bark. It's more like a scraping nails down a blackboard sort of sound, like a "Rawr!" Sort of.
That's not natural. It needs to die.
You also hear a cry from the stands. As Balf also seems to be taken by surprise.
I'm sorry, your dog is trying to eat people and it looks creepy as fuck.
Isidore, that's not a dog. It's not a dog anymore.
Well, what do you want to call it?
An abomination?
The benches catch fire.
I'm okay with that.
Isidore, did we not learn the last time from the fireballs? Please, watch the flammables.
It's not my fault you people are so squishy. I'm okay with this. And it's over there. I haven't moved. It's still 35 feet away from me.
It's called splash damage, you wusses!
Suck it up!
Go cry to the cleric! So the dog mole stands, now on fire. And it turns towards you, still aflame, and rushes towards you.
Towards me?
Towards you. This is Skitch.
Okay.
First, it tries to knock you to the ground with its claws.
I'm going to shield that. Well, no, hold on a sec. It's a 21, you said, right?
21.
I have to do a math. I'm sorry. I have to do a math. No, I'm going to shield that.
Yeah, if you have 16 or
Shield.
higher, you can shield that.
Yeah. Yeah, shield.
Its claws buffer off of this magical thing that you do, and it just lunges forward with its mouth instead. 17? Shield lasts the rest of your turn, doesn't it, or is it just a reaction?
Shield, no, shield will last 8 hours. Or not 8 hours. It's shield will last. No, shield lasts until the start of your next turn. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, the shield blocks the bite also. Ingot turns, looking at the pair of you. Let's see, who did the most damage to it?
To
Ingot, I think it was actually Osiris, wasn't it? Osiris, it was a bow though, right? Yeah, it's not going to leave Botticelli. It thinks Botticelli did it even. It's only got a little bit of intelligence, you know. Botticelli, it tries to do the same to you. Very similar. They have similar attack patterns. These two creatures. Does a 9 hit you?
Nope.
How about a 23?
That one hits.
So as its claws come down, it sort of rakes the earth and uses the momentum to dive forwards, trying to bite you. You've raised a finger.
Oh. I think I might have some sort of dodge thing at this level. I've only played monk up to level 6, so sorry.
Yeah, I think you get it's not evasion, but
Is it evasion? Hold on, what's evasion?
evasion is the rogue
Let's
thing
see,
that
no,
halves
that's
area
the
effects.
area effects. Okay.
Yeah.
no, another one for missiles. Okay, no, I think I don't. Wait,
Okay.
patient defense, is that?
No, patient. You have to take patient defense, but you didn't take patient defense.
I didn't. Okay, yeah, never mind then. Nothing.
Please take 13 piercing damage as it grips your hand and bites deep into your flesh.
Oh, that's bogus, dude.
Next is Vord's turn.
Alright. So the ones that were right beside me don't really need much healing, so I'll leave them for now. Get them to get off the stands as quick as they can because they're obviously on fire. And go and help out Dora and kill that one.
Okay.
And I'm gonna walk through the fire, going that way.
Yeah, of course, like a badass. Okay.
Yeah.
If you're walking through the stands, do you have resistance to fire damage?
Yes, I do.
Awesome. Let me just reread the...
It doesn't say how much though. That's the thing.
Resistance is half damage. Resistance
okay.
is it's not invulnerability.
Yeah, you've got immunity and resistance. Resistance halves.
Yeah.
Okay, no, you can move through the flames though. That's fine. According to the rules, is if you end your turn in the flames, so you can move through them fine. Looking like a badass. Rule of cool rules all.
How far away are they? Is she from me at this point?
About 10 feet, I think.
Oh, okay, well then, yeah, that's fine, because I have 30-foot moves, so... Alright, I'll move through, and basically put myself beside, and hit it with a, scorched flame. I could have sat there, but...
It's fine.
The creature does not make the save. It gets hit with that 9 radiant damage. This creature's beginning to look bloodied. You can hear Bao crying, "Leave my bloody dar alone!"
He shouldn't be attacking me.
Cool. Yeah, that's as far as I can go, because I can't leave its range without it attacking me, and I don't want it attacking me, so...
Yeah.
We're good.
Osiris.
Yes.
Mag rushes towards you, seeing you leveling your bow at her dog,
Right.
and she rugby tackles you. Could you please oppose an athletics check of 11? Or you could use acrobatics if you want to try and wriggle free instead of fight it head on.
Acrobatics would be a much better way to go. Let's do that.
How does this look? How do you dodge her tackle?
Oh, Osiris sees the Mog coming at him and goes to front flip over her as she goes for the rugby tackle. And he comes landing back down on his feet into the stands like it was just another day for him.
She draws her sword. You're not gonna take out my dog.
No, darling, I am.
I'll leave that to Isadora, and then I'll draw my rapier.
Back to the top of the round, Botticelli.
Alright. Botticelli's going to continue trying to stunning strike this dog thing. So. Yeah, cowabunga dudes. It's 22 hit.
22 will hit indeed. I've only just noticed Tweeter Vecna's donation. Thank you very much, Tweeter Vecna. I'll make that happen at an appropriate time.
Alright. 10 damage and a DC 14 con save.
All those dex saves just
Whoa.
came in.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, those are all from...
What the heck? What's going on there?
Probably got tied up again.
It's roll 20. Being roll 20.
Yeah,
Been lagging a bit for me.
it lags a lot for all sorts. We'll probably get my attack rolls I made earlier with the darts. It's come up soon. So okay, so the quarter stuff does 10, and then you said it needs to make a con save. You're doing another stunning strike.
Yeah, DC 14 con save for the stunning strike.
It fails. You knock the creature to the ground.
Alright, gonna continue attacking it, because it seems to, like, the other one got right back up. so second attack is 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. 9 damage, and then my unarmed.
Oh. Chip a nail.
Alright.
Not badly, but
Oof.
maybe get a stone stuck under there or something.
Yeah, ow.
As we move away from your turn, we head back over to the stands, and from in the stands you can hear, "Oh, bloody hell! Ow! Bloody hot in here now! Your fruit!" And 2 darts leave the stands, heading straight for Isadora.
Yep.
Does an 11 hit you?
Nope.
How about an 11?
Nope. You really should come out so you can see me and try and not hit, nothing.
Man, getting ready to my dog and all that. You can get out of there.
I can't hear you.
Stand him.
Well, that was a given. I don't think anyone's understood him for years. What horribleness did our wonderful friend Tweeter of Vecna release upon us?
Oh, nothing yet, nothing yet. You've got about 2 more turns until we find out what that was. Osiris.
Yes. So as I mentioned before, I'll take my. I don't know. Is drawing a weapon a free action or is it a movement?
As far as I'm concerned, it's a free action.
Okay. So I'll have slung the short bow over my shoulder and drawn my rapier to face off with Mog there. So I'll make the attack to kind of fend them off.
Uh-huh. That looks like it does more than fend them off. Give me an attack roll.
And I'm standing right next to you.
Oh, you are. So let's do the sneak attack damage here. Although, you have to be engaged with the other, or just in the vicinity?
Within 5 feet of them.
Oh, within 5 feet, then yeah.
Take that 76.
Oh.
Wait, 4? No, it should be more than that.
No, I thought it was 4. Based on the table.
Oh yeah, no, it's 4. Sorry, you're right. Sorry. I'm doing math in my head wrong. Sorry.
It's alright. I'm putting my trust in Roll20, so.
So yeah, you strike Mag. She's a better fighter than most. A strike of this magnitude would fell most person. You imagine Balf wouldn't be able to survive it, as you lunge deeply into her torso with your rapier. But she somehow turns the blade, so it doesn't do as much damage as if it went straight through. It still catches her, dealing the damage, but she pushes the rapier away, ready to fight you.
I see I have a challenge.
You're not taking my dog.
Oh, that's not your dog anymore. And I thought we discussed this. My friend Isadora will take care of your dog.
Isadora,
Mm-hmm.
it is your turn. Unless there's anything else that Osiris would like to do.
No, I think I'm good. I'm just gonna keep myself prepared for whatever Mog's gonna come at me with.
I mean, you do have that bonus attack.
Oh, do I?
Yep.
Oh. Alright. We may have to make a bonus attack then.
That cunning action attack.
Do you get a cunning action attack? I thought it was disengage,
No, it's you're
hide,
choosing-
or
You're
run.
right. It's a dash, disengage, or a hide action. I can take.
Oh,
You're-
assassin gets the bonus action attack.
Yeah, I am the thief. So
Okay. Yes. Sorry.
That's okay.
Sorry.
Cool.
All right then. And she's just gonna stand there.
Yeah, she just stands there, just turns the blade. She's not turning her back on you, but she's looking at Osiris mostly as he's drawn a weapon.
Mm-hmm. Osiris will deal with him momentarily. I'm going to attempt to... Wait, don't we still have a dog in the near vicinity?
There's 2 dogs still. One is stunned. The other is on fire and eyeing up Vord with a hungry look to its eyes.
Okay, well, the one that is stunned, I'm going to Scorching Ray. And I'm going to remember because it, that I get 3 attacks with Scorching Ray. And is stunned paralyzed because that means that these are crits, right? But it doesn't matter because they're all going to hit.
I don't think they auto crit, but I think they auto hit.
Yeah, they auto hit. Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. They were going to hit anyways.
Looks that way, yeah. It's an impressive set of rolls.
So 9, 16, 26, and 9 is 35 fire damage to the beast that's over near Botticelli.
That sounds legitimate, yeah.
And then I'm just going to turn and look at the woman who just attacked Osiris and say, "See, I told you I was going to be the one to kill it."
She is a far worse thing to fear than myself.
Okay, so... Sorry, what was that again? That is
35
35.
fire.
And which one was that sword? Sorry, the ingot? The stunned one, yeah.
Yep, the stunned one. And gut.
And thank you, Potato Hollow, for getting us the stunned condition up there. Just read that. It is advantage, not an auto hit.
Okay, it's advantage. Okay.
Thank you.
I'll take it.
Still works. Yeah, so the creatures are looking... Now, do you know what? Hell, the gods are getting involved. Maybe they also had a wager on this. 2 potions fall from the sky, hitting the dogs. They look like they have small white labels on them with a hand clutching something. One of the fingers, the middle finger, is red. Very strange, very strange. Clutching an eyeball, it almost looks like. The potions shatter on the creatures, and the creatures double in size.
We thank you so much. Osiris, now can I use the fireball?
Blast away, my dear.
Thank you.
Excellent. So, first of all, the creature eyeing up Vord charges. Skitch, or the creature that was once known as Skitch, charges forward to attack you. Give me a second as I hastily add the extra damage from the Wild Magic Surge on.
Can it charge when it's in a 5 foot?
Yeah, no, that was more of a narrative charge. It doesn't do anything mechanically. It's more of an angry rush as it tries to push you back. Tell me, did you finish your turn in the stands?
Yeah.
Could you please take 1d4 plus 2 fire damage?
Sorry, it was 1d4?
1d4
1d4
plus 2.
plus-
1d4 plus 2. Alright.
So if you roll badly like me, you can give yourself 6 damage. Oh, actually, that's a good point. Did Balth just snipe a second ago? I already took the damage for that, I think. Yeah, I did. 5 points of damage. Could be worse. Fire damage, though, so you're resistant to that, so there'd only be 2. The creature claws at you.
That hits.
Please take 20 damage, all of which is slashing. The extra 4 is from the enlarged status, as it is now double in size.
Damn.
And then as it grips you with its claws, it tries biting you to also. However, the bite is a bit of a fail. Doesn't like that.
Chips a tooth. Or the
Yeah,
dragon.
is that in that one? Or I can't- It is. Oh wow. Yeah. Do you know what? It's the fire. It opens its mouth to try and bite you, but the fire just gets into its mouth, and it also takes the 1d4 plus 2 fire damage. Tweeter Vecna, you're so evil.
Oh, really?
However, I'm going to need a description of that spell as it is not in the compendium, please, Tweeter Vecna. Chuck it in the chat for us. So, that ends Skitch's turn. Ingot, doubling in size, tries once more to attack Botticelli. Botticelli, does a 15 hit you as it swipes across your chest?
A 15 does not hit.
Just
Oh,
rattles.
it does. Wait.
Oh, it does.
Yeah. That. Hold on. I thought I had turtle armor though.
Yeah, I
do.
thought Total started with like 17.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I
it's
may have
17.
put my armor in wrong. It's definitely 17. Yeah. Sorry.
That's okay.
I fixed my character sheet there. Yeah. No, it doesn't hit.
Okay. And then as your claws rattle off of, as its claws rattle off of your shell rather than your claws rattling off of its shell, it frustratedly lunges at you once more. The bite seemed to work last time. 18.
And that does hit.
It grabs your arm again, just like it did last time, and starts trying to maw your arm even harder. Please take 14 piercing damage.
Alright. Oh, gnarly, dude. Alright.
Nice. Okay, cool. Casting time, 1 reaction. Awesome. So, we will go back to the top of the round to Botticelli.
Alright. Botticelli's gonna go in there again. Let me see. Alright, we're going to try once more for a key empowered, or for the stunning strike.
Okay. Burning through that key.
Yeah.
A 19 does hit.
Alright. 10 damage. And second attack. Oh
can
wait,
make
hold
us-
on. I made my second attack too early. I forgot to wait to see if the stunning strike stunned or not.
Your DC's 14?
14.
So it fails again, so you still have advantage on your attack, making that a critical hit.
Okay. Excellent. So that one.
Oh, shame about the 1 on the second die there.
Yeah, 11 plus 1. Ignore the second one.
That's fine.
Yeah. Alright, and then my unarmed.
The 17 does also hit.
And that does 6.
This creature is looking badly wounded, but it's starting to get a stubborn cast to its eye.
Mm-hmm.
It's starting to look like it's hunkering down, getting ready for something. Balf continues to snipe. Now as Vordal's the only person in range of his dog, he just snipes at you, Vordal, throwing 2 darts your way from the stands. Oops, that's the wrong thing. How about an 11 and an 8?
Both miss.
Both miss, and you hear him cry out in pain as the stubborn old git won't leave the stands despite the fire.
I hope you enjoy cooking down there.
The daft old fool's going to get himself fried.
Not my problem.
I missed out some turns, didn't I? Botticelli and Belf, we'll skip your turn. We're going to head back down to Vord. Sorry, Vordal.
It's all good. So You said that the one in front of me is bloodied, right?
It's looking that way, yes. Also starting to get this stubborn glint in its eye.
Okay. I'm going to use guiding bolts just because. No. Does 17 hit?
17 does hit.
Come on.
Just hit the word. Is it him not doing it?
I'm trying. No, it's not.
Roll 20.
It could be behind one of your windows somewhere. It's saying input value and asking you for what level it's cast at.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
Oh. So I'd go level 7?
No, level. What level spell are you casting it
Yeah.
at?
Oh, right. Yeah, okay.
So level 1 or level 2, whatever the minimum it gives you is.
Level 1, yeah.
Cool.
Unless you want to upcast it.
Oh, damn. No, they don't need to upcast. Look at that.
Yeah.
The creature, its eyes go wide, and it snorts with rage as its flesh begins to melt away, but it stays standing.
Yes.
As a reaction, it's going to cast this new spell that Tuya Vecna has given me. Next turn, also first time you hit it with melee at something. I could use a damage dice for that, please, Vecna. I don't know how much damage it's going to do when I use it.
Absorb elements.
Hmm.
It's a d6.
A d6, thank you. Unfortunately, chat cuts you off after so many characters. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Vordel?
I would like to step out of the fire. And make my way towards anyone else that seems to be injured out of the party. Who's
Botticelli.
more- Yeah.
As you step out of the fire, do you have any actions left to make a disengage action?
Well, all I did was attack, so I have a moving action. That's about it.
Yeah. So as you leave, the creature's going to take an attack of opportunity if you're okay with that.
Unfortunately, I have to be.
It's going to try and swipe at you with its claw.
Okay. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Please take 21 slashing damage
Oh.
with an additional...
No additionals, please.
With
The good news is you don't have to go very far to find someone that needs healing.
with an additional 1 radiant damage on top of that.
So that's 22.
Yeah.
22, yes.
Okay.
How is Vordel looking?
I'm definitely bloodied. Definitely bloodied.
You know. You go help Botticelli and yourself.
Mag goes to strike Osiris, because I also forgot her. She lunges forward. Does a 19 strike
A
you?
19 will strike me.
Please take 9 slashing damage as she turns your body for a second attack.
Okay. Can I use Uncanny Dodge?
Of course you can. Please take only 4 damage.
Alright. So that will use my reaction. Okay.
The second attack misses you, however. Your uncanny dodge is uncanny. Next up, we've done Botticelli, we've done Balf, so we go back to Osiris. Straight into this little uncanny dodge fight.
Alright, and after the dodge, Osiris will spin and turn, and Healy will remember the fact that Isadora gave him the ability to breathe fire. So I will use Dragon's Breath to blow fire towards Mog there.
She needs to make a DC 16 dexterity save.
She's
She's still going to...
take half
Still
damage. Yeah.
half.
Yeah.
She's gonna take half, and
Okay.
it is hold on. It is 3d6 plus 5.
Oh, wow.
So
Half of that. That's what? We round down on
10.
half, so 10.
yeah, she takes another 10 damage. She rolls away and like sort of like brushes the flames off her as she does so, standing still resolute with her sword.
I mean, I've seen worse performances.
Next, we have Isadora.
So Vorthal is going over to Botticelli. Botticelli is engaged with Ingot, correct? Still?
Yeah.
Yes.
But the only thing in front of me is so question. How close is Scritch then?
Scritch is about 30 feet away where Vordal is, or was. Vordal's starting...
I thought he came up to attack me. And that's why I had to put my shield up.
Yeah, then you headed over to Osiris, didn't you?
No, I hadn't moved. Osiris and I hadn't moved.
Yeah, we're still in the stands, I believe.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
We're over to the side of the stands. Yeah, I cast fireball on the far side of the stands. Scritch ran over towards me.
Oh, well, that's no problem. We'll just amend that by saying that Mag ran over to you guys as you were, which she did. She did run over and rugby tackle
Yeah.
you, so
Yeah,
that makes
so-
perfect sense.
The question is, does Scritch have to make that dex save against the Dragon's Breath Cone as well?
Oh, yeah, that's a.
Why not? Yeah, I see what you're doing there.
Mostly just because I need to know the answer to that question.
Oh, I think he made it.
He made it, but he still takes 10 fire damage.
He
Yes.
does, yeah. Still
But that-
standing though.
Oh, that's very nice. Be a deer and die.
Isadora, it's your turn.
Yes, I know. I cast Burning Hands at him and Mag
Oh yes, I see.
in that wonderful 15-foot cone.
Dex save. Well, yeah, Skitch does not survive, and Mag does dive out of the way. Is that half damage? Yes.
Yes.
So 7 damage from Mag. She's starting to look very singed, and Skitch is starting to literally melt. Now it's
still-
mainly bones and muscle dripping.
Okay.
But it's still standing.
Still standing. You can see the fire behind its eyes, or maybe reflected in its eyes, maybe both.
That's ghastly.
I mean, it doesn't look... Well, it does. I mean, never mind. It's entirely unpleasant. God, it smells even worse now.
I wasn't going to draw attention to that, but you obviously have.
I mean, when it's right there in front of you, I have to.
The dogmole runs towards the pair of you. It dives on you. It deals it throws a claw at which one of you? Which one? Osiris. Does a 26 hit you?
Yes, a 26 will hit.
Please
Oh,
take
goodness.
29 slashing damage. And it's going to try and bite Isadora. How about a 14? No.
14 is not going to hit me.
As it makes these two attacks, it melts into the ground. It seemed sheer willpower alone was keeping it alive until it could make its final attack.
Oh, it made quite the attack.
You stubborn old fool, it's dead now! I
Make
think...
me die!
Well, if you stay under there much longer, you probably will. And that won't be my problem.
Yes, I don't think it counts as a murder if he stays there willingly.
I wouldn't count it as a murder anyways. Murder's something different.
Ingot is currently stunned, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so that creature can't make any attacks, so we move straight on to Vordal's go. Oh, yeah, unfortunately you're muted, Vordal.
Alright, so
That's okay.
what's near me right now?
The creature that was just attacking you has melted into the ground at the feet of Osiris and Isadora. On the other side of the arena, Botticelli is battling that creature.
And you went over towards Botticelli.
You started heading that way.
Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna heal myself a little bit and make my way even closer to her. I'm going to use... where is it?
Cure wounds, healing word.
Yeah, I'm trying to find... not the mass healing word, but the other one.
Oh, the bonus action healing word?
Yeah.
It's a level 1 spell. Did you prep it?
Possibly not. No, I got blessed twice. I'll just do cure wounds. Alright. Cure wounds, that's also a level that I have to submit as well.
Yeah, usually. You can choose it to upcast it.
Oh yeah, 5 points.
Hey, that could be the 5 points that saves you.
It also add 3. Because you're a life cleric, so you get that wonderful, wonderful bonus healing for healing yourself.
Right.
For the spell level, 2 plus the spell level.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, cool.
Cool.
So now I'm making my way over to the other dog.
Fantastic. Will you be doing anything with your bonus action this turn?
What can I do for a bonus action?
Any spells which cost a bonus action, you can also help as an actual action. Usually you'd have like feats or something like that in your class list. I'm not sure what a life cleric may have.
You can. No, I don't think you have any bonus actions this round if you don't have healing word. Because channel divinity is an action.
Mm.
And don't forget, you actually have your extra channel divinity healing too.
Yeah, I do recall that. So at this point, no.
At this point, no.
Didn't read up on my character today.
It's absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Doing wonderfully. I'm having fun. Hopefully we'll kill you. Hopefully we'll all get along. After Vord is Mag. Mag draws her short sword, as well as her long sword. She now has a sword in each hand. She rushes Osiris.
Well, she's very determined.
There.
Osiris, does a one-handed 20 hit you?
A 120 will hit Osiris.
Please take 5 slashing damage.
Okay.
She attacks again. Does an 18 hit you?
An 18 will hit as well.
Please take 4 slashing damage.
Okay, and this one I will use my reaction for Uncanny Dodge and take half.
Okay, so just the 2 then. And lastly, she jabs forward with a little shuffle of her footwork to slash at you with her short sword. Does a 16 hit you?
16 will hit me.
Please take 8 piercing damage.
And Osiris is downed.
Ugh. Honestly, dear.
Potato Hollow, you were wrong. It was not Vordal who went first.
I really, really, really don't like it when people hurt my friends.
I don't like it when people hurt my dog.
Your dog sprouted tentacles and tried to eat people. It is no longer your dog.
It's more
That's
valuable than those people. She's become very posh. More valuable than them people. That keeps this town going, that dog.
No, dear. I'm more valuable than those people. Your dog is about to become dinner.
She like wipes the blade across her face. We'll see. We'll see.
Uh-huh.
Next we go back to the top of the round to Botticelli.
Alright. I think this time around, I'm gonna use my nat 20 on my attack.
Ooh.
And it's still stunned. So, well, use the
Oh
nat
wait,
20.
I rolled it anyway. That was unnecessary, but
Just roll it again. We'll call that your crit damage.
all right.
Oof. Took a chance there and it backfired on me.
And that's just my first attack.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have another.
Let me see.
So
Yeah,
let's see.
gonna go at it again with my quarterstaff.
Oh, that hits.
All right. And then my unarmed. Hey,
Well
how's it
done.
looking, Scrat?
It's looking pretty bad. How do you maim it?
How do I maim it?
Yeah.
Well, really, Botticelli's just going all in with the bow staff, and then the final attack with the claws just slashes straight across its neck.
So blood begins pouring from its throat and across its chest as you've slashed at it. Again, it's looking at you with this determined look as it begins to bleed out onto the ground. It's not falling though.
Dude, this is bogus. Like, how's this thing still standing?
You can't just come round here and attack our dogs. Says says Belf from the stands, throwing darts at Isadora. Does a 13 hit you?
No.
How about 20?
Yes. She's gonna let that one hit her.
Please take 8 piercing damage as it strikes you, and then the dart disappears from your shoulder.
Very important thing. I cast Hellish Rebuke on him, and he has to make a dexterity saving throw.
I think he fails.
Oh, that's nice. I'll be kind and only do level 1.
Oh, don't
So
be
he
that
takes-
kind.
15. Well, no, it's important. He takes 15 more fire damage.
You hear a cry from in the stand. Ah!
Oh dear, did you expire? So that was 8 total. I'm double checking. It's 8 total damage, right?
8 total damage, yep.
Oh, that's right. That's all right.
That was just your reaction, correct? So now
That
it
was
would
just
be
my reaction.
Osiris's turn. Osiris, can you please make me a death saving throw?
Yes.
Yes.
Ooh.
Save. Oh, fuck.
That's a fail.
That is a fail.
Okay.
Chat might be happy here. I'm not the first one to go.
Oh no.
I'm not
The
gonna let
hero's
you
still
die.
up.
I'm not gonna let you die. Not on my watch.
Live, damn you.
And I'm very, very cranky at the moment.
After Osiris, it is Isadora.
And Mag is still all up in front of me, correct?
Oh yeah, both swords drawn. Blood, your friend's blood dripping from them. It's all 3
And she
attacks
looks-
hit.
She looks slightly a little damaged, possibly.
She's looking fairly damaged, yeah.
Hmm. You know, sometimes I just think that people like you should just burn. And she's going to cast Burning Hands at Mag. Make that dex save, please.
Mag rolls out of the way, taking only 7 damage.
Mm-hmm. Burn slower, apparently.
She remains resolute. She doesn't join your witty banter. You seem to enjoy it too much.
How singed is she looking?
Oh, she's looking pretty fucking singed at this point. Maybe her very skin is starting to smoke at this point and disform. Maybe part of her face isn't looking quite the same as it used to.
Darling, I think you've got a little, well, everything all over everywhere.
That's the look she pulls. Looks better with a beard, though. Anyway, after you, Isadora, unfortunately, it's the Dogmole's turn. Botticelli, despite being stunned by some sense of sheer willpower, this creature comes out of its stunned, dives on you, pouring blood, and makes 2 attacks on you. Does a 10 hit you?
Nope.
How about a 28 crit?
Oh yeah, that one hits.
Please take 18 piercing damage.
All right.
As the creature falls on top of you, bleeding all over you.
Oh, gnarly.
It exhales the air from its lungs.
Oh, is it dead?
Looks that way. Yeah, very low crit damage.
Yeah. Botticelli's gonna just kind of try to shove the thing off of her.
Yeah, you can do that as a free action. Vord, it is your turn.
Alright, so both of them are dead?
The 2 creatures are dead. Mag still stands, swords in hand. Standing over your friend's body as it happens.
Alright. So... Botticelli's still good to go, because that's dead. Alright, so I'm gonna make my way back over and do a breath weapon to the individual that's attacking my companion.
Yeah, of course. Now,
Go figures.
do you know what? It's probably for the best, because I just realized there's a cone weapon, right?
No.
Actually, no?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, that puts paid to me. No, the breath weapon unfortunately does not hit.
No, it's a 5 by 30 foot line.
Oh, okay. So, yeah.
Shouldn't that be a dex save then?
Yes, it should be.
Yeah, something like that. Also, she is standing over the body of Osiris if it's a 5 foot, 30 foot line.
Yeah, it would hit him. And that would be an auto crit, and he'd be auto dead.
Oh, damn. I don't
We-
think I want to do that then.
We can redact that, that's fine.
I'd rather not do that.
He's already,
That's probably for the
remember,
best.
he failed one death saving throw. He might need some help.
Yeah.
Just a
Alright, I'm gonna
little-
go
little
back, because he's still on the stage, right? Or on the stands?
Yeah, he's over next to me.
Yeah, just to the side of the stands.
Okay, well then I'll go up to him and do a medicine check to... That helps him to stop making the saves, right?
Yeah, you could find a way to
Or is that
stabilize him.
3.5.
Uh,
Because 3.5 you can do a heal check and it stops it. Does that work that way in 5th?
I believe it can do. I think the medicine check would have to be, let's say DC. I'll up the DC a little bit because you're gonna have to do it whilst the mag is standing over him. So we'll call it DC 14.
Okay.
Yeah, you can sort of just see well enough where the you've got fire breath, right?
Yeah.
Cool. You can see where the wounds are, and you can
Okay.
just like sort of maybe like spit fire onto them and just seal them up, just stabilize them.
Alright, that works.
Nice cauterization.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cauterize from a distance while someone's standing over them. That's badass. Anything else you'd like to do?
So, using the breath thing and the medicine, that is a standard, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I can still do... and I did a move.
Mhm.
I'm gonna actually do a spiritual weapon and attack her with that.
You definitely can. Yep, the 22 will hit.
Oh, there we go again. I have to freaking... Yep. There you go. Oh, for fuck's sakes. That's not much at all.
No, not much.
Every little bit helps.
But enough to send Mag to one knee.
Oh, that's good.
As she like tries to kneel, she now kneels on Osiris, I guess, looking both ways at the pair of you.
Nice.
As I cough blood.
Yeah, she considers rolling towards Vordel for a second, but I think Isadora's taunts were too much. She rolls over towards you, making several attacks.
Indeed.
Does a 20 hit you?
Yes.
Please take 4 slashing damage.
Mm-hmm.
How about 24?
Yes.
Another 8 slashing damage.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, she lunges upwards, almost managing to stand with her short sword. Unfortunately, it's only an 11.
And Isadora's just going to use her tail to bat that one out of the way. It's like, really, my dear? Have better taste.
We go back to
And-
the top. Oh, go on.
And just die.
Never. Never. Botticelli, it is your turn. This woman is causing problems.
Alright. Dude, quit attacking my friends! Botticelli's gonna run up and attempt. Oh. Wait, hold on. I forgot a thing. Botticelli actually is hurting pretty bad. Botticelli's gonna use Wholeness of Body to heal herself. And then run up on this lady with her bonus attack and make an unarmed strike against her.
Oh, the 19 will hit.
Alright. Doing 6 damage.
She's literally just hanging on by a limb, so this will finish her. How does it look?
Alright, I'm all out of attacks this turn though, because I had to heal.
No, this kills her. How do you kill her?
Oh, sorry, I thought you said that she wasn't quite dead.
No, that's it. That's all she wrote.
Yeah. No, Botticelli, I mean, that claw slice, man. Got an artery or something, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah.
She just sort of faintly gushes blood, probably pouring it all over Osiris, and lands atop him. The arena is in flames. We're out of combat now. The flames have gone all the way around the arena. Everyone is left. The mayor stands outside the exit, just looking in with a hand on his head, his hat forgotten.
Vord, be a dear and pick up Osiris. We're leaving.
Will do. I go and pick him up and put him on my shoulder and start walking out.
You
Miss-
have some bodacious spells.
Indeed. As we walk out, Mr. Mayor. Your fine establishment. There are 2 options you can go with. Number 1, you can take the bet that I made with your dear bookie and use that to rebuild and say, call it a day. Or number 2, you can make a bigger deal out of this and I can sue you for obvious safety hazards, tampering, drugging animals. So many different things. Which choice are you going to go with?
Whatever.
Oh, darling, don't be a problem. And she's just going to cast Prestidigitation. Oh, look, now you look much cleaner. And there's your hat.
The flames, as you step out of the arena, you can see the flames have spread onto the nearby houses.
Oh.
The inn is aflame. All our business is gone. Our houses are gone. We'll take that 10 gold and we'll rebuild, but
Oh,
I
well,
don't-
fine. If you want to be that way about it, and she's going to hand him 20 more. Also, just because I'm a mostly kind person, Mostly. Do you want to give me the name of that very nice alchemist you were dealing with? I think I need to have a talk with him.
He was on the way to the Dwarven settlements. His name was Peter McGinley.
Oh, that's wonderful. Now, dear. And she's going to put 5 more gold in his hand. Now, darling. So that is 35 gold right there that I've just given you. Plus the 3 that I left at the end, plus the 2 I put other place I put in there. Now, if you are a dear heart and you rebuild your wonderful little town and you possibly be a kind and wonderful soul, Botticelli here, this is my dear friend Botticelli. She has some other friends that like to come through and help people. Don't get me onto that one. She helps people. I burn things to the ground. She helps people. It's the way things work.
Do you think you can just pay all this off?
Oh God, no.
2 people are dead.
Yes.
So are the animals that bring in all our trade, and all our houses are aflame, and you're just gonna
no,
throw
dear,
gold
dear,
at me
dear.
like it'll fix all the problems.
Oh God, no. Gold doesn't fix problems. Well, no, it does fix a lot of problems, but it doesn't fix all of them. And in this particular instance, I'm not worried about your dog moles. Apparently, that wasn't a good business plan. We're going to have a much better business plan. There are some people that I know, and but again, Botticelli's dear friends. What were they? Monet, Van Gogh, and what was that third one? I never remember.
Yes, Leonardo and Raphael, the whole crew. We can,
Oh yes, yes, yes.
can help you rebuild.
They're going to come help you rebuild, and at the same time, there are some dear friends that might be coming through who will have a much better business opportunity for you. And will involve less dealing with alchemists that are turning your prized pets into abominations from hell.
You didn't even try and talk to them. Didn't even try and turn them down. Get them to calm down and stop reacting about their dogs. Which you could have done, by the way, as an action.
No, dear, they threw darts at me first. They tried to stab me first, and their dogs turned into abominations from hell. I don't do hell. It's a complicated family thing. I don't like to be there.
Alright, you say you don't do hell, but I saw what you did to old Balf. That didn't look like you don't do hell to me. Look, as far as I'm concerned, you can keep your gold. Your kind aren't welcome round here.
We rarely are. And she's gonna storm off.
And he'll sort of like spit on the ground and walk the other way.
Well, I think we all learned a very valuable lesson about the importance of responsible pet ownership today.
This is true.
Vord, are you not going to heal him? I mean, he's dripping on you.
Well, I was waiting until everyone stopped talking, but yes, I'm going to. I'm actually going to try and heal the most of us. This. Seriously? So adding plus 3
Well, it's
is of life, right? Or is it 2?
well,
The
It's-
3 is just for him.
no, it's mass healing word. No, it's mass healing word.
Yeah.
It's your spell level, or it's the level of the spell plus 2. So mass healing word is a fourth or fifth level spell.
Third.
Third, so it's 3 plus 2 is 5, so 11.
So 11. All right.
And that
Everyone
actually,
gets 11.
yeah, everyone gets 11. The plus 3 works on both him and if he casts it on other people. That's Disciple of Life.
Yeah.
So everyone gets 11 healing.
Yeah.
And Osiris will kind of come to life up top Bolt's shoulder and did we burn the place down again?
Well, I was here, darling. What do you think?
Yeah, that's a rhetorical question.
I mean, now we just have more land to buy. I really should look into that acquisitions.
There you go. That's your plan. Spread across the land, burn everything down, and then buy the land cheap.
You're the one that suggested first.
This is true. It's a sound investment.
I'm gonna say I'm off to my bunk. I've had a rough day, and just walk off.
See you later, darling.
How's Botticelli feeling?
Botticelli's feeling like she could really use some actual pizza. She's gonna try to find a different in a restaurant and describe the dinner a little better.
And as Vordor walks back to his bunk, how's he feeling?
Still very sore. Hoping that rest will heal him up a bit more. Hopes that everyone else is okay, and just wants to be in his own world for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's perfectly valid. How about Osiris and Isadora? They seem fairly flippant.
Osiris is bruised and beaten and bloodied and really hoping that the bottle of wine that he had bought before he left is not smashed.
It's okay, darling. I put it in the bag. Isadora is again going, this is why we don't do country, dear. Their abominations attack us, we defend ourselves, and I'd burn a city to the ground. I burned a town to the ground.
Yeah, we should really stick to the cities.
I mean, I haven't burned all entire cities yet.
Yeah, there are goals to strive for.
Also, I think I need to have a conversation with an alchemist about his wares and the possibility of, turning dog-fighting things into abominations from hell.
Perhaps we could.
Sounds like a very dangerous person. Sure, my
Very.
turtle friends would be happy to help if you need backup.
Oh yes, I think we would very much like backup. But for now, she's just gonna find someplace out of the way and set up for the night, because she's a little sore, but she's not really that messed up, actually.
Like she was the only one that came through relatively unscathed.
Yeah, I mean, literally, she took those last few hits, and that was about it.
Yeah, worked fairly well. That shield saved you a lot of damage, I think.
Yeah, but I only had to shield once.
Oh, I know, but I think it was the only time that, like, the
Yeah.
claw attack, which is what really did the damage.
Yeah, it was the only thing that would have done that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, so you guys can find a keep for the night and carry on as you will. But who knows what the future pertains as the miners that worked under Mag find out about her death and the people who orchestrated it. And the old company of performers and acrobats learn of old Balf, grumpy old Balf, the former acrobat, and his death. There's always been rumors that caravan was a front for an assassin's guild, but I guess that's a story for another day. As we end here with our heroes sleeping comfortably. Bit bruised. Well, everyone, that is where we end today's one shot. Everyone good? Like,
Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
Oh.
awesome.
I want you to know, Scrat, I entirely forgot about sorcerer points, so I forgot about empowering all of those spells.
Because
Oh.
we didn't burn enough down.
Yeah.
Could
Yeah.
burn that much more.
We only burned down most of the town. We could have made it the whole town.
I love how-
I still have 2 third-level spell slots left. I could have done a whole.
Oh my god, yes.
I love how Potato Hollow and Sheena have both in exactly the same breath as well gone like, heroes in chat, like.
You know,
I never claimed to be a hero.
That is a
neither
damn
did
lie.
Isadora.
That was merely implied.
Neither did Isadora.
I was gonna say, I think they attacked first.
Oh, yes, they did.
Yeah, they did, yeah. And you mercilessly cut them down. Well, you guys, let's go around. Let's say hello to everyone. Let's find out who you are, what the wonderful things you are, all the wonderful things that you get up to online, and what your favourite part of today's one-shot was. So I think we started with Prax going around earlier, didn't we? So we'll start with Skyra this time. Oh, hi, Skyra.
Hey guys, let's see, I'm Skyra Moss. I stream on Monty Cook Games and Phantom Roll Booth. Today was super fun because I got to be a Ninja Turtle. I haven't played Ninja Turtles in well over 20 years, so good times.
The interesting thing about the Ninja Turtle thing, so when we were rolling all these characters up, I had to look up what a turtle was because I wasn't aware of the class, the race in 5e. And I explained it to a friend of mine, and he basically goes, "So wait a minute, a turtle monk? Like, they're playing a Ninja Turtle?" And I'm like, "No, it can't be that." It was
Yup.
that.
It was totally that.
But here we are.
I love playing the worst characters.
Oh, it wasn't the worst. It was great.
Yeah, actually, to be fair, like, kept one dog mole occupied to himself for the whole stream. Like, you know, Vordel went to go and heal you, but you were like, "Nah, fam, it's all good." You know? Like...
No, I can heal myself, thanks.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, Skyra. Next around, we go to JJ Vincent, also known as Toxic Joe. Oh, hi.
How's it going, guys? So, as per my favorite moment, I'd have to say when the fight was going on, just as we got into battle. I knew something was gonna happen, but I wasn't sure what or how. And when the one went into the ground, I was like, okay, what's going on now? But yeah, that was awesome. As for online, I'm not really much on Twitter, but I've got somewhat of a Twitter. I sometimes stream on Twitch as Toxic Joe, and that's about it.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Not a problem.
Next around, we have Wagers, also known as Berserker Rage. Oh, hi.
Hi. So you can find me on Twitter at either WagersS or Berserker_Rage. Either one. I kind of carry on both. Berserker Rage is more the Twitch side of things, and then all of my tabletop stuff, I go through the WagersS one. So this was actually my first on-stream tabletop game. So thank you to Scrat for giving me the opportunity to get on here and act like a silly fool. And,
My pleasure. 100% my pleasure.
I have to say my favorite. Actually, I don't have a favorite moment. I have like a favorite thing that carried on. It was the banter back and forth with Isadora was fantastic.
It was fun. I enjoyed it as well.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, and thank you for letting me take your online cherry. That's
Oh.
yeah. Hey, don't judge, okay? That's my thing, Prax. That's my thing.
I don't judge you, Scrat.
Prax, over to you.
Oh, hi. I'm Prax, or Praxagorith as my fora in the Twitch chat. You can find me hanging out there. You can also find me on Twitter at Deirdre Donlin, where I talk about D&D and classics, my two wheelhouses. And you can find me every Wednesday night playing here with Scrat and betting on who lives or who dies each week. But this weekend, in between checking out the Academy Day for Saturday, I will be running a game for the Extra Life for Kids charity stream over on Unmade Gaming. I'm going to be taking a bunch of our dearest lovely friends through a Pulp Cthulhu Western that I've written. We will be having at 10 a.m. And because it's for charity, all of you can come and help and give donations to make things better or worse for our players, and it'll be very entertaining. So it will be Lauren from That Salty Ginger, it'll be Kiana, it'll be Laugh Love Lindy, and Mike from Unmade Gaming, who are going to try and survive the horrors of Western Cthulhu.
What a fantastic lineup. What a fantastic lineup.
So it'll be very entertaining.
I can't wait. We'll almost... What time is that again, sorry?
That's 10 a.m. Eastern. It's the 10 a.m. game.
10 a.m. Eastern. Okay, so we could probably... That'll be almost exactly when our 7 a.m. game finishes. So we can... As long as you guys start reasonably promptly, we can just raid straight in. Come and say hi.
Come on.
That'd be great. Yeah, that's going to be amazing. And I suppose that means it's just me left, right?
Yep.
So, guys, actually, I'm fed up with this sad music. Let's go back to the looks like we're winning music. I'm Scraticus, and this is my channel. Check out our social links. We've got Discord. It's an inclusive, safe place where you guys can come and talk about TTRPGs, D&D, and all sorts of other things. Not necessarily related to gaming. We talk about all sorts in there. If you guys want to get into a game very much like this one, send me a DM on Twitter. I went through a gargantuan effort yesterday. I did sleep a little bit. In fact, I definitely slept. Look, I bought a can of sleep. So I definitely slept. I've got through all of the DMs now, so unless you DM me during the stream, as far as I'm concerned, I'm up to date. So if I haven't messaged you about a game and you want to get a game, and you have messaged me and I haven't messaged back, it's not that I don't like you. Just send me another message, and I'll be like, oh damn it, I read that one and didn't do anything with it, because that's how I tell. I look at which ones haven't been read, and then I file backwards that way. So I should be up to speed with you all though. So check your DMs if you haven't already. Next up, we have YouTube. You have YouTube as well. Guys, you can go and check out all of our one-shots, all of our midweek modules, and all of our other games in the current season on YouTube. Each season is going to be 12 episodes long. So, you know, it's just like watching any, like, you could binge watch that in an evening, just like Netflix and chill, right? You know, that's how we'll do it, right? Yeah, he says he's never used Netflix in his life. Next up, Patreon. I don't watch telly. I'm sorry. I don't watch telly. I've got too much going on in here. I'd go crazy. Can you imagine if I had more inspiration? God damn. Patreon. You guys, come and support me on Patreon. We've got exclusive content. We've got non-exclusive content. The non-exclusive content includes articles by, like, Archmage Derek in chat there. And also Rene Radian on Twitter. They're fantastic articles and they're completely free. You can also check out our exclusive content for as little as $1 a month, and that includes things like ringtones and stuff, one of which I'm going to upload as soon as I've finished blabbing. What else have we got? We've got sponsors, that's what we got. We've got Bird in the Storm Publishing, who do t-shirts and mugs at the moment, and all of their proceeds go to charity. And in the new year, they will be not only bringing us Module 2 of the Midnight Wield, which is the game we played on the Academy 4 months ago, but also there will be some shows happening between shows. That's the thing. It's not filler shows as such. They're going to make episodes that we're going to run every week. That is the plan. So watch out for that in the future. We also are sponsored by Mage Hand Press, and tomorrow is a pretty big day for Mage Hand Press. You might have seen Twitter of Vecna in chat earlier, trying to be part of chat and donating, but also probably being very stressed, probably trying to escape, bless him, because tomorrow is the release of the alpha content for the Dark Matter, the 5e space expansion. So if you're interested in that, head over to those links, go and check out the free review, go and check out the blog and the pre-order material. If you pre-order to a certain amount, I believe... if you pre-order to a certain amount, you may even get access to the beta, which has even more things in it. So go and check that out now. Yeah, so that's all the sponsors. I also have merch as well. You can go check out my merch as well. My merch, like my little notebook, which I used to write this one shot in. You can go back and look at the VOD now, and you can see the actual YouTube video on probably Saturday now, but it's perfect size for a 3-hour one-shot. Perfect size, and it's got a lovely little logo on it. Isn't that a pretty logo? Yeah. That's everything. That must be everything, because there's no point shouting about the tweet anymore. Let's go and have a look. Oh, well, straight away, I can see... Not... Now, I'm not raiding this person because they are my sponsor. I'm raiding them because they're an awesome person. If you do not follow Bird vs. Plane, Bird is an amazing individual. He has got so much on-screen energy, and at the moment he is streaming with Tool School. They are playing together. They're an entertaining pair. Get in there, bring the Scrat hype. Potato Hollow, if you could give us our raid cry, please. It's almost becoming your official position. I need you in every stream, Potato Hollow, just to give us the raid cry at the end of the stream, please. You are important to this stream now. Who knows? Maybe you're even in line to get some sort of mod thing or something. You haven't really... Maybe, who knows? Maybe I'm just blabbing. Maybe. Maybe I'm stalling to see if you're still here and we'll do it. Anyway, I'm going to start the raid cooldown. We are raiding Bird versus Plane. There it is.
No. It should be Cowabunga Dude. You have to do the whole thing, right?
Cowabunga
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah, it has to be Cowabunga Dude.
There we go then. So there's Cowabunga dude, and we'll throw some Scrat hypes on that as well. I don't know why I did 2 Cowabunga dudes. There it is! So, guys, there is our raid cry. Get in there, raid with the raidies. Remember, we are here 5 days a week. We are Monday, 1 PM, 6 PM, 10 PM. Tuesday, 1 PM, 6 PM, 10 PM. Wednesday, 1 PM, 6 PM, 10 PM. Thursday, 1 PM, 10 PM, 6 PM. And Friday, 1 PM, over on the Greyhawk channel, 8 PM every other week. This week is our week. The Imperial is going to take over the blue skies. Let's get over there. Bring the hype with us. Guys, it's been a pleasure. See you next week. Keep evoking emotions. Bye!
Cowabunga dudes!